Hello there, Chris here from Becker's Models. I know it's been a long time since a video. I am up to my neck in models, trying to get them finished for a competition. I'm trying to do the thing where I don't rush, but I don't have a lot of time left, and I want to get a lot of stuff done. So you can see that I'm in a bit of a push and a shove here. Anyway, I wanted to do something different. I really want to get something out there. I've been off Facebook for almost a month now, or over a month, and I'm really missing the interaction with people. I've been having chats with folks on Messenger and all that, but I haven't shared what I've been doing. I've got 3 or 4 models finished in the photo booth over there. I haven't even taken photos of them. I've got stuff that's on the bench, including these 2 things, if you can see what they are, if you can tell what they are. And I thought I'd just do a quick video on my thoughts. I was going to do, and I still intend to do, well, maybe not a comparison review, because I think even though this is, you can tell this is a rambling video, get used to it, get a cup of coffee or get a glass of whiskey or something. Oh my God, I need some hard drink. I was intending to do a comparison review of all the 1/72nd scale F-14 Tomcats, one of my favorite aircraft. I've got Tomcats of every scale in the stash, 1/44th scale, all up to 1/32nd. Love to get a 1/18 scale one day. That'd be great. That'd be grand. I'd put it up next to my Messerschmitt 262. Anyway, this is the Academy. I've got 3 of these, and I'm going to sell the 3rd one because as much as I like these 2, and I've had a lot of fun building them in the last week or so, they go together relatively quickly, but you've got to be on your game. Oh my God. I think I could make a Tamiya 148 in the same amount of time, and yeah, it's at least twice the cost. There's about $50 each, less if you can find them on special, Australian dollars. But yeah, the Tamiya ones are just as, I've built one and I've planning to build many more. They're just as the same level of complexity, I guess you could say, but you get the ease of building on 148 scale. Look, I'm just going to do a ramble here on my thoughts as I start to glue things together. I'm going to go over to the bench, which is just off to the, put the thumb in the thing, Chris, so you can see off to the right there, and show you some bits. You might have worked out what I've done so far with these 2, so let's just have a quick little overview. These are the New Tool Academy F-14s. They box it as an A. Have I got the box here? Again, I've not prepped this at all. I'm just doing this straight off the cuff. My modelling bench is a disaster zone. Don't even talk to me about it. Okay, let's just put all these parts aside so I can show you the bloody box. And it's upside down. Okay, so there it is. If you looked at the box like that, you go, oh yeah, it's the old one. No, it's not. It's the new one. No, it's the old one. It's the new one. It's stupid Academy, okay? Marketing 101. That's the number, 12563. It is a good kit. I'm not trying to rag on this kit, but it's not what I thought. I expected this to be as good as a Tamiya 148, and it's not. It's probably 1 or 2 levels down, and that's fine. Like I said, you can buy 3 of these if you can get them for the same price of 1 Tamiya, but for me, I'm a proud assembler. This took a bit of finagling to get together. The engineering is not as good as Tamiya. That's the main problem. And it starts, well, where does it start? Well, let's just start with these bits, okay? You can probably see up there, what have I done? Well, where the tail planes go, I'll see if I can grab one over here. I'm not even going to edit this bit out because I ain't got time to edit. Okay, so there's the tail plane, and they give you a little stub, and it goes into this little hole, and okay, I've engineered it so it actually sits there, because in the Academy one, it's just got 1 half loop on the downside, and that's it. If you turn the plane over, it'll fall out. Or you need to glue it in place. I prefer not to glue that. I prefer to have it so I can take it off, weather it, paint it, put it back on. So I've made that just with a little bit of styrene rod. I've engineered a post these. You can actually put it in there, and you've got to make sure it clears the engine bits. While we're still here, this part here, which goes to the end of the fuselage here, that you probably can't see the joint there, you might be able to see the glue mark there. That's a solid piece that's literally flat. It's a butt joint between the nacelles and this straight line here, which, and it's not a straight butt joint, it's got to angle down slightly, I don't know if you can see the angle there, to go to the beaver tail bit, which is another bit here that has little notches in it that clamps together, and then you put the fuel, this part, I can't remember what it's called, Tomcat guys will know what it is, and there's different parts, which I'll get to in a minute, and it goes on there, and it's just not, if everything lines up and you pray to the right gods and you have a drink beforehand, it'll work. And in fact, one of them it did, one of them it didn't. So it shows you not all kits are the same. These are the same boxings, okay? Even though I'm making an A and a D, I'll explain that in a bit. So what I did, very simple, just put a piece of strip styrene underneath there. Have I got a piece of it here? I did, and I've thrown it out. It's in the bin underneath. Anyway, just a small piece of styrene, something for it to sit on, some sort of ledge for it to actually, you know, get some purchase. So you glue that in first, let it go, and then put it on, so you got a bit of wiggle room. What other engineering problems that have? I didn't like the fit of the nacelles. I had to do quite a few rounds of Mr. Surfacer, especially on the insides. The outsides weren't too bad. These are a bit fiddly, a bit thin, but they're in scale thickness, so I'll give them that. The wings as designed, yeah, they're pretty good. The other problem was, you can probably see, what's that hole doing now? I'll explain that in another video, or maybe when I finish the bloody thing. Because they use slide molding, I assume that's what they're using, slide molding to do these one-piece engine intakes and so forth, they leave witness lines all the way along there, and one, was it one? Yeah, one along there and one along here. And so you have to, hopefully you can't see it there because I've spent a lot of time scratching and polishing that out and rescribing. And yeah, it's on, you know, all four. I'm making 4 of them. So you got to be careful. Oh, look, I've just found a bit rough. Got to fill a thing. Yeah, the other thing, the fit of these movable bags isn't the best. On one of them are okay. This is the A, and then on my D, my noseless D, you can see I've used Mr. Surfacer there to fill in the holes, and I still got to do a little bit more work to clean up. I'm using Mr. Surfacer 1200. But you know, that's the niggly points. The cockpit slides straight on, but it's not quite perfect. It's not that good on that side. It's pretty good on that side, and it's always good underneath. So I'll just give that a little squeeze. That'll disappear. Okay, and it disappeared on this one. So that was actually engineered quite well, and that's pretty much just stolen straight from Tamiya. That's how Tamiya does it. So I need to do a little bit of fitting and fettling, and that's the thing with Academy kits. They are really well made. They've got lots of nice detail. I love the plastic. It's nice and smooth and shiny, but sometimes there's a little bit of burring there. Sometimes there's a little bit of too much plastic. Sometimes it's a little bit too tight. So instead of, you know, cutting it off the tree like you do with Tamiya and chuck it on, you've got to be a bit more careful. You just can't assume that everything's going to fit the first time. Now, I think that's enough of ragging on the kit. It's got great, you know, it's got great features in it, and the best one of it is, I don't know if you can tell by me putting up that part there, it's a lantern pod. What's a lantern pod doing on a Model A, an early Model A Tomcat? And why is there a new, the last TCS unit they use, so they use it on the D? Well, here's the thing. Apart from ejection seats, and these are resin ones, I had to get these resin ones, and pilots, of course. No pilots, no crew. That's bloody criminal. Don't do that. You must have pilots and crew in your kits. Apart from that, you can build any model Tomcat with this kit, and I think they've really dropped the ball on the marketing for that. Not only have they stuffed up with the box art, they haven't told you, hey look, you can do an A or a B or a D. And I've gone through the parts, and look, different beaver tail. The fit wasn't that great to that one. You've just got to remove some parts here and there for where the D doesn't have those early warning things. Different cockpits, okay? There's all the cockpit parts are there, so you can see. Oops, on camera, Chris. You probably can't see them because the crew's in the bloody way. But different cockpit parts, even to the point that they give you, and I just found this out, I was going through the clear parts because I'm about to put the canopies on. They give you the piece for the HUD here, okay? Oop, take this bloody thing off so you can actually see. So that's the A, which has that sort of holographic thingy, the green thingy, and that's the D. So all those parts are there. They give you the different gun vents, okay? Different gun vents, so you can fit which one that goes to your particular reference. So there's the, I think that's the late A that you get in the Tamiya kit, 148 TCS, and that's the dual one, which I don't think has, yeah, I can't find I'll have to find from my spares. It needs a new lens on the front, I think I need to drill that out. Just got to check the references. I'm going 100 miles an hour with this kit because I need to finish it in 2 weeks. So what I've done is, yeah, I've gone through the instructions, and maybe I can find it here. Have I got 2 sets of instructions? Keep talking amongst yourselves. Is it this one? I've molested one set of instructions and one I've kept pristine, so it must be this one. Oh, okay, let's have a look. Yeah, here we go. So I've marked here, for example, A18 is the piece, well, A19 and 20 for the D. You've got other pieces, like for example, they don't tell you, but they've got the shoulder pylons to do the lantern, or to have bomb racks, for example. They include a couple of 500-pound, I think they're the GBUs. What else do they do? Have I put noted down here? Yeah, okay. They've got all the different nozzles, okay? So all the nozzles for the, is it the TF30 engines, the original ones, plus the newer one, the Pratt & Whitneys, they're all there. They include both new tails. So it's almost all there. I think almost out of the box you can do, like I said, apart from the resin seats, if you've got, what else is there? Come on, Chris, what else? Here we go, yep, and I've noted here on the parts. Okay, all the different instrument panels are there, and I worked them out. I just went off my references and went, oh yeah, it's that one, it's that one. And same with the faces for the intakes. Is obviously a different engine, so you need a different face. It is all there. So that's what I've done. I've created two. I've done an A and a D, and I'm just about to finish gluing up all the major pieces and to get this ready for primer. The other thing I've done is, as is my want, it's in flight, because even though I love the Tomcat on the ground, it looks fantastic. In flight, now it's not the best. I haven't cleaned up this one. That's why I decided to do this video. I thought, oh, I'll show you what it looks like before I start cleaning it up. I have cleaned up the main ones. It's not the worst in-flight conversion I've done. It's not perfect. I'm not 100% happy with it. It's a little bit, this one I'm going to be displaying on a small bank flying that way. Oops, the other way around. That's why there's a hole there, because I'm going to have an acrylic rod going to a backdrop, so the wing will hide most of that rod. Whereas with the D, my original plan with this is to have it at a really nice, well, okay, if you're the viewer, it's going to be like this. All right. Because I laugh my head off when I ever hear the complaint, oh, it's so hard to show the bottom of an aircraft, a model aircraft for competition or display. I wish there was some way that well, put it in flight, for God's sakes. Okay, you put it in flight like this, couple of rods coming out the back, and mine's going to have the backdrop behind it. Okay, so all you'll see from the front end is, I'm looking at how I'm going to see it. Okay, this is how you see it, folks, in the camera angle. That's how you're going to see it. It's banking, it's got its wings back, and you'll see the entire bottom. And I'm going to have 2 bombs, Phoenix missile, lantern, couple of sidewinders. And the gear doors closed up, say that 3 times fast. Because yeah, that's how aircraft should be displayed. Okay, really nice jaunty angle, looking like it's coming. And that's why I chose 172, because it's, I mean, the kit's 30 centimeters odd long, so it's big enough in this scale to have that sort of thing without having a massive display base. So yeah. The other option, the other thing I'm going to do with these two is one or both of them are going to be what ifs, but they're going to be maybe, I don't know. I've got decals and choices to do, and that's why I haven't finished painting the pilots. I might paint some different insignia and stuff on them. Contemplating doing one of these as an RAAF, an Australian. What if we bought these instead of the Hornets, Legacy Hornet, or what if we replaced the F-111 with an F-14D, because you know F-14D is almost as capable as a 111 in terms of air to ground. Yeah, so there it is. So this is my little quick video to show you what I'm up to. What else am I doing? I might grab it off camera. Hopefully it doesn't explode. This is literally about an hour away before it's finished, and that's the Academy 135th scale Viper, and there's the cockpit that I heavily scratch built and added to. I've got the front seat dude in there with his seatbelt on. I might just give him a magic wash next. The canopy fit on this, again, another Academy product that at first glance, hey, looks really good and fits really well, but yeah, it does need a bit of fettling. The canopy on this, they've gone the route, instead of just making 1-piece canopy, which would have been brilliant, it's 5 pieces, and you've got to be really, really careful. And the more I looked at online photos of other people's work, the more I figured, now I know why they put one of the canopy windows open, because closing them all up, man, I've had to do some sanding and some fettling, and it had nothing to do with the additions that I did. It had nothing to do with all these extra wires and things hanging off the side, and you know, the new radio I've put in there, the walkie-talkie and what have you. It's got nothing to do with that. It's the fit of the kit. and the way it's engineered, again, butt joint. It's got a bloody butt joint right up against there. So I made a shelf out of some sheet styrene. Yeah, so I'm really happy with the kit. It's been sitting in my display cabinet for 2 years, believe it or not. And so I finished it last weekend, I think, and I added some rotor detail. Wrong way. Just added a few wires and things to that one. Added all the photo etch. There's a lot of photo etch on it. Fixed up. There's only a couple of seams that need to be fixed up, and yeah, got all the weapons and everything ready for primer. So these three, I'm hoping to have this weekend in the paint booth. So let's see. Is there anything else? I'm working on a few other things. I'll show you them later. I just wanted this video is just going to be about the F-14s, my feeling on how they are, just straight up. If this is the sort of video you like to watch, great. If it's not, well, too bad. You got to the end here anyway, and there it is. Yeah, so I'm going to get back to it and try to finish these. I've got over a dozen models finished for the competition already. That's in 2 weeks. If I can get these two finished and maybe the Viper or maybe something else, I'll be stoked. My lovely wife, who's doing a fundraiser at the moment, and she's working her guts out doing that, and I'm trying to help her as much as I can. She's letting me burn the midnight oil a bit more than usual. I normally don't, like for example, I don't model on the weekends normally. I'm usually working on our property. But we're letting that go at the moment since we're doing so much fundraising stuff. So, yeah, I've got a lot of spare time, so I think I'll be able to get it done. Ha ha. Anyway, here I am. I'm still around. I'm still doing videos, and this is a quick and nasty one. I won't show you my face because I've got a nasty beard at the moment, and I've got a face for radio anyway. If you're coming to QMHE, if you're in Queensland, Australia, on the 20th, 21st of August, I'll be there. You'll see me walking around with my usual Airfux shirt. I'll do that on the Saturday just to piss off the Airfix people, and then on Sunday I might wear my Tamiya Touch and Bow or my Sprue Cutters Union shirt, or maybe something else. I've got a couple of funny shirts I've got recently. One about a proud assembler, not a modeler, something like that. Anyway, you'll see me. Watch for the fat guy walking around with his head in the sky, looking at all the in-flight models, which will all just be mine, probably nobody else. But I'm always waiting to be surprised. Bonus feature for those of you who stuck around to the end, but Tank Girl's done. What do you think? I painted a new figure. Oh, my painting skills aren't the best, but I have got a new wet palette, and so that was really handy. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Looks alright. 1 year later, with I made that umbrella, and I made the rear thing, and added some stowage, and weathered the tank, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, bit of fun. It's all ready to go. I might put a plaque on the front here saying what it is, Tank Girl, okay? And yeah, just, like I said, bit of fun. I've got the video done on this. It needs to be edited. I haven't got time to edit the video. It'll take forever. So it'll come up later. All right, but thanks for sticking around. See you later.